Welcome guys to another video here on the Man United Daily YouTube channel, and in this video I'm going to be going over the latest transfer rumours surrounding United this week. So the first one comes as no surprise really, because his name's been mentioned for quite a few weeks, and it's Thomas Vermaelen. As you guys know, who's been watching the Premier League, obviously, Vermaelen is the Arsenal club captain, 28 years old Belgian, who can operate both as a left back and a centre back. We all know that he has fantastic ability on the ball, etc. But his form has dipped in the last few seasons due to injuries and sort of the lack of confidence that a lot of players do go through nowadays. Vermaelen, I think he has fantastic ability. But, you know, like I said, the injuries and the fluctuations in his form has really has really impacted on his stock at Arsenal, and that's why he has lost his place at the heart of the Arsenal defence. The Mail and also the Telegraph, etc., has published this week that Vermaelen is being pursued by Louis van Gaal because of his ability to perhaps play the middle role of a free centre back, where he's going to be playing as part of a free centre back, forward midfield, and then free in attack. So it would be a reverse of the infamous 4-3-3 formation that Louis van Gaal used to operate while both at Ajax and Holland. But it would be an interesting move because it's not. I don't regard us as Arsenal as perhaps as the same rival as we appear with City or Liverpool, and that I think proved that with the RVP transfer in the past. But Vermaelen, like I said, his form has fluctuated, so he does need to prove himself at a very, very top level once again. So I think if he gets into the Belgium team at present in the World Cup and get a few good minutes under his belt, then obviously he can get some confidence back and hopefully prove a fantastic acquisition. The fee's been touted around £11 million, so I guess for that transfer fee, it will be quite a decent stopgap, because there's other links that I'm sure you guys know of Mats Hummels, etc. But Vermaelen, I think, will be a fantastic stopgap because of both of his experience, and Van Gaal's management could be pivotal in getting Vermaelen back into what the form and the player we all know and how capable he actually is. So what do you guys think of Thomas Vermaelen? Leave a comment below. How much would you guys be willing to fork out for Vermaelen, etc.? Leave your comment below, guys. And the next two players are, very much of the current trend with, how well the national team of Colombia is playing at the World Cup. So it's going to be, kind of like inevitable that we were going to be linked with a couple of their star players of the tournament. First one is Juan Cuadrado. He plays for Fiorentina. He used to operate as a right back, but now, as you've seen in the World Cup, his exploits as a right winger has really drawn attention to a lot of bigger clubs. Before the World Cup even started, there were a lot of rumours about him with a potential move to Barcelona, but that has seemed to cooled off somewhat, and because of his exploits in the World Cup with 5 assists so far, he's proven to be a very capable player at the very biggest stage at a world stage. Obviously, he's 27 years old, so he's actually in his very prime. So you wouldn't expect him, or you would expect him, to go into the team and try to push for a place automatically within as soon as he signs. And we all seen the World Cup, I'm sure, where his pace, his trickery, and surprisingly his end product as well has been really impressive. I've seen him a couple of times play in the Serie A. I thought he was a bit erratic, obviously very skillful on the ball, but again, his product, a bit like Nani, does kind of fluctuate from game to game, but his ability to beat players and his running power is without a doubt. But like I said, his end product, I think, in the Premier League could be a sticky point. There were reports in Gazzetta dello Sport, which is an Italian newspaper, that we have submitted a €40 million bid. I do think that is a very high valuation of a player who, at his stage of his career, if he was very already established with ability, I'm sure some other big club would have sought him out by now. So it's it's a bit of a reactive rumour from his World Cup performances. We have come unstuck, I guess, from signing World Cup starter for, especially and notably Cleberson. But Cuadrado, I think he has proved himself at the World Cup. But again, for that price, I would be hesitant in committing myself to that sort of deal, because even though he would be a no doubt impressive signing, I don't think he would give us the longevity we desire in that sort of area. So what do you guys think of Juan Cuadrado? Do you guys believe he's worth that money? And if you've seen him during this last season with Fiorentina, and you kind of like have some comments on his performances, give me a comment below and I'll try to get back to you. And the last player, like I said, it's another Colombian. It's James or James Rodriguez. I mean, what can I say about this guy? He has proven himself fantastically well at the World Cup. 5 goals, some of them are fantastic goals, notably against Uruguay, that volley, chested and bang into the goal. So has performed very exceptionally well. I'm sure if you guys have been following this channel for the past couple of years, you know a lot about James or James Rodriguez. I'll stick to James just because that's how I think the Spanish speakers and his native tongue says his name. James Rodriguez, 22 years old. The sticky point is that he plays for Monaco. They paid a lot of money for him, around 45 million euros last summer. So they're not going to let him go for cheap at all. There's obviously been a lot of rumours now, especially since given his performances. There's talk about Real Madrid. There's talk about us. He has actually come out and said he would prefer Real Madrid over Barcelona because of his, it's his fanboy club. So James Rodriguez, fantastic World Cup. A couple of years ago, I said on this channel that we were after him, and that didn't materialise because Monaco did blow us out of the water with that sort of money. But again, James Rodriguez starting to really realise his potential as a very, very top player. So that could be an interesting move. I doubt whether the Monaco hierarchy will let him go for anything under 60, because they have now leverage because of his performances. But the second thing is that we don't have Champions League football, so that could become another factor in a lot of these transfer dealings. James Rodriguez, I kind of have my doubts about this move, because Monaco would want ridiculous amount of money for his services, because he's only 1 year into his contract, and especially given the performances of the World Cup, it's going to take a very, very high fee to pry him away from the from the French club. So I doubt this transfer is happening, but it's interesting to see that we are as we are one of the leading clubs, we are in for a lot of players, and it's good to see that we are interested in James Rodriguez, I guess. But like I said again, I have my doubts over his transfer because of the fee and the situation with Monaco itself. So again, what do you guys think of James Rodriguez? Leave a comment below. Would you guys be willing to pay that much amount of money for James Rodriguez? 22 years old, so fantastic age. But again, World Cup, yes, but I really have my doubts over the fee. That wraps up another video here on the Man United Daily YouTube channel. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, comment below on any of the stories mentioned, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And also, if you want to keep to be updated with the latest videos, please subscribe to the channel for more content. You can check me out as well on Twitter at Man United Daily, or visit the website at manuniteddaily.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.